So I've been in Nashville for about, I want to say, a year and going on like a year and 4 months. Man, when we came down here, we was super like nervous. Kind of dealt with like the imposter syndrome, not knowing how I was going to be received or being in spaces that I didn't think that I worked hard enough to be in, or imposter syndrome can throw everything off. I set a few goals, and I reached those goals. Within a year, I've connected with a community, which have become some of my close friends over at Songhouse. So shout out to Songhouse. I haven't served as much, but got connected with our church and get to serve with the youth when I'm not on the road as much. Yeah, I guess I'm just taking the whole Nashville thing and rewinding now because it's a year and a couple months in to get the progress. So I guess this is me a year in saying to you, if you set goals and you write them, I got a whiteboard right here that I keep looking at. If you set goals, you write them down and you try to work on them every single day, even if you don't reach them right off the bat, you seeing them and you working at them every single day will move you a step closer to them. So in 6 months, when I started, y'all remember I had that whole little spill with the DistroKid. The DistroKid is crazy. That's a whole nother story. But DistroKid took my music off. I had to kind of start over. So I went from like 70,000 monthly listeners on Spotify to like having to start over when I switched distros. Shout out to Rapzilla for that. Came back and I had like 2,000 monthly listeners. And this is somebody who tours full time, all this stuff. Like I had 2,000. I set a goal within like the 6 month span of switching distros to get at least like 10,000. I could sit up there, say 10,000 monthlies. If I check, let me check right now because I might be capping. So I set a goal to be at 10,000 within 6 months, right? But I got new music coming down. But I set a goal. Now I'm at 13,643, which is dope. Got a song circulating, and then we started a side project with Songhouse. Navi has been booming, and we started that with 0 monthly listeners. And right now, let me see where Navi is at. Navi is at 3,325 monthly listeners, which is crazy. The only song we put out is called LOL, and that song is at 28,551. Just stop second guessing ideas. I guess I'm just looking at the progress. I got to produce for 2 or 3 artists. I got songs, placements coming out with people. I came into Nashville with imposter syndrome. One of the dope things I did was I kind of ran, just to do a little case study, I kind of ran like an ad for like 3 months, right? And I seen this ad was working. I'm like, yo, this ad is working. I said, okay, let me retarget this ad and let me retarget it in the Nashville area. Not knowing what would come out of it, I'm like, let me just retarget in the Nashville area. Let me just see. So this is the ad right here. As you can see, hyper focus. It's going crazy. That's one of my favorite songs that I produced here in this room. So I retarget the ad, y'all, in Nashville, and not knowing what it'll do, I go to the grocery store and people are like, bro, random people came up to me, said, yo, I seen your ad. You that Kevy dude. I'm like, yeah, what's up? I'm Kevy. Yeah, hyper focus is my song. They're like, bro, I see that ad at least twice a week. I'm like, yo, you see that ad twice a week? What's your Instagram? Show me your gram or whatever. He showed me his Instagram, and he don't even follow me. I was like, dang, bro, you don't even follow me. He's like, nah, bro, but I see your ad. The awareness that you can create. I guess you have to. If you can't reach people physically, it's best to learn how to reach them virtually. I do tons of shows. Youth events, whatever it is, but I can't be everywhere at once. It's cool to drop music, but if you got something that's working, you can keep dropping, but add a little fuel to that thing. People create songs over and over and they like, yo, this is gonna be the hit song. Matter of fact, you spend like weeks and weeks on building that song, and then a song that only took you an hour to 2 hours, that's the song that people really resonate. If you would have told me that a year from now, I've been in Nashville a year, if you would have told me that I would have covered this much ground last year when I first moved here, I would have called you crazy. How am I gonna fit in here? I came into Nashville super nervous but super optimistic. Soon as I hit the ground, I got running. I went to work out. I hit the gym, met people there. Had my homie Beacon kind of merged me with people. Grammy consideration with my friends. Dove nomination consideration. For me, a song I produced in here when I first moved here in Nashville. Maybe 50 writing sessions. I produced a project with a friend. I got my own studio. I got my own speakers I can tour with. It's like when you take a leap, you follow through on that leap, and you continue to show up for yourself. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know what can pop. The song, whether it's a product, whether it's an idea that you thought of in your room, like me, you don't know what can pop. But if you see a proven concept, continue to lean into that proven concept until it fizzles out. And if it fizzles out, it fizzles out. But you hit the drawing board and you get back to it because you know what to do. You kind of know the recipe. So it's a year in Nashville update. My family's doing good. We serve at our church, pay our tithes. We building a small community. We building our community. Things are happening. This is my year update in Nashville. Thank y'all for being on this journey. I'm gonna continue to do videos like this. I'm gonna continue to make things super personable, cinematic, all that stuff. And yeah, as I pray for y'all, y'all pray for me. And yeah, let's continue to cultivate culture.